So, welcome to yoga. I want to thank all you guys for coming. I think as you saw in the description of the class, Katie's family and our family lost like a friend this week, and it was his wish that we make donations in his memory to a scholarship that they established in memory of his son. So that's where our donations are going today. So we thank you guys for that. I wanted to do a little bit of a, maybe a little more restorative tonight, because I've had a couple of people tell me they have some injuries and stuff going on this week. So we'll start kind of slow, and then we'll do some nice flow standing up, and then cool down with our Shavasana. Hopefully this temperature will hold, because it's pretty beautiful right now. So let's take a breath here and just arrive on our mat in our practice. And then I'd like you to transition just to lying down on your mat. So go ahead and lie down on your back. And I'll probably just sit up and cue you through this because I know it's a little easier for you guys to hear me. So rest one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And just take a moment here to connect with your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Allow any thoughts to rise and pass by, almost as if your breath is the breeze and the thoughts are just clouds. Buddhist monk Pema Chodron says, "You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather." So today in your practice on your mat, you're going to just give yourself some love and some patience. And remember that weather comes and weather goes. It all serves a purpose. But underneath it all, the sky, the blue sky is always there. On your next inhale, hug your knees into your chest. Whatever position feels comfortable for you, the knees can be close together, wider apart, and towards the armpits. Take a moment to rock back and forth and give the low back a little massage. Maybe make some circles with the low back. And on the next inhale, hug your right knee in. Extend your left leg out long on the mat. Make some circles with that right knee and hip. Maybe rotating through the right ankle, flexing the toes, really loosening up all the joints today. Spread your arms out nice and wide on the inhale. And on the exhale, drop your right knee over to the left. So you're going into a twist here. So your right knee's in, you're going over to the left. Good. We're just starting out here, so be gentle with yourself. If you need to, you can rest a block under that knee, or you can bend your bottom knee to give yourself a little more support. Taking some inhales and exhales here. Gaze can be up at the sky, over the right shoulder for a little deeper twist, or over the left shoulder for a little more restorative version of this pose. As you inhale, feel the sides of the body expand. Feel the suppleness of your spine, the softness of your belly. And exhale to release that breath. On your next inhale, bring the knees back to center. And you can hug the knees back into the chest. Give yourself a little rock here. On your next inhale, hug the left knee in and send the right leg out nice and long on your mat. Beautiful. Make some circles with that right knee and hip, maybe rotating through the ankle, flexing the foot, wiggling the toes, whatever feels good to you. Remember, as always, this is your practice. Do what feels right in your body. Inhale the arms out wide, and exhale that knee over to the other side. Good. So left knee comes over to the right. And again, you can rest the foot on the ground. If your knee doesn't come all the way to the ground, that's perfectly fine. Gaze again where it's comfortable for you. Inhaling, feeling the sides of the body expand, the back of the body expand. Exhale to empty out again. twists help cleanse and detoxify us, so right now we're kind of emptying our vessel so we can fill back up with our yoga. Inhale back to center. Bring the other knee in, hug the knees into the chest, do some rocking here. Send the legs out long, send the arms up overhead so you're in a nice full body stretch here. Maybe interlacing the fingers and flipping the palms up to open up the shoulders. Good. On your next inhale, bring your feet all the way to the right side of your mat. So scoot the feet over to the lower right corner and bring your upper body to the right side of the mat as well. So you make a shape like a little crescent or a banana. We like to call this banana pose. Maybe crossing one ankle over the other to see if that deepens your stretch, if that feels good. Maybe holding your left wrist with your right hand. Relaxing the shoulders onto the mat, the head onto the mat, and breathing into that left side body. Take one more deep inhale and exhale here, and allow yourself to come back to the center of the mat. And then on your next inhale, we'll move the feet to the left lower corner of the mat. Start to move the upper body toward the left, maybe grasping the right wrist with the left hand, maybe stacking one ankle on top of the other. And that crescent or banana shape. Just resting in this side body stretch, opening up. Taking some nice, deep, slow breaths here. Allow any sensations to rise and pass like clouds on the breeze. You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. On your next inhale, come back to the center of the mat. Hug your knees into your chest and either turn over to the side and push yourself up or start to roll like a ball towards sitting. So just rocking back and forth until you come up to that seated position. Great. So we'll find that either cross-legged or legs out in front of you, whatever feels good here. We'll inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Great. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Let's bring the legs out straight here. Bring the right foot in to the left inner thigh. Inhale the arms up overhead and exhale down over that left leg. Good. If this doesn't feel great to you, you could bring that left leg out at a little bit of an angle to make more space in the hips. Inhale, moving the chest forward, lengthening the spine, and exhale, maybe coming a little bit deeper into that stretch. Inhale to rise. And exhale, bend that right knee, pulling it in towards your hips, and we'll move into a twist. So inhaling the arms up overhead, you can either keep the foot here or move it to the outside of that left leg as you exhale over to the right. Either wrapping that left arm around the right leg or bringing your left elbow to the outside of the knee. Inhale to lengthen up through the crown of your head, lengthening through the spine. Feet are active like you're standing on them. And exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale to lengthen. And as you exhale, feel like you're pulling that right shoulder back, just peeling the chest open, opening up the heart. Inhale back to center. And then let's exhale, just take a little counter twist to the other side. Inhale back to center, and exhale, bring both legs out long, maybe give them a little shake. And let's inhale the left foot into the right inner thigh. Arms come up overhead, and exhale, folding forward over that right leg. And again, arms can be on the ground. Hands can be on the ground, on the leg, or at the foot. You can use blocks here. Inhale, halfway lift, reaching out through the crown of the head and the chest. And exhale, maybe moving a little deeper into the stretch. Great. Inhale, arms up overhead, and plant that left foot onto the mat. Feet are active like you're standing on them. And then we'll exhale into that twist to the left. So right arm is wrapped around the left knee, or the elbow at the outside of the knee. Inhale to lengthen up through the crown of the head. And exhale, twisting deeper, maybe looking over that back shoulder if that's available to you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, peeling the left shoulder back, peeling the left chest open. Inhale back to center. And exhale, let's straighten the legs. Good. And we'll bend the knees just slightly here. You can put your blocks underneath them if you'd like, or a rolled up towel or blanket. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, just fold forward toward the feet. Remembering, as always, that yoga is not about touching your toes. It's about what you learn on the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, reaching through the chest and the crown of the head. And exhale, maybe folding a little bit deeper. Remembering to breathe here, feeling the breath reach the back of the body. Breathe into that sensation in the back of the thighs. Inhale to rise. And exhale, arms down to the sides. You can remove the blocks. Good. If this seat is comfortable for you, let's come back to that cross-legged position, or you can leave the legs out in front of you, whatever feels good to you. And we'll start to move a little bit through the spine in the seated position. So inhaling as we roll the chest forward, and exhale as we arch the back. Good. Stirring your yoga soup. Head and neck are relaxed. Maybe you allow the eyes to close here. Just feeling into this movement as we let the spine move in all the directions that it's meant to move. On your next inhale, you can reverse directions. And then when you're ready, finding stillness in the center at neutral here. Inhaling here and exhaling, and then we'll transition to hands and knees. So remember that we're stacking our joints here to help prevent injury. So knees are under the hips. Toes can be tucked or relaxed, whatever feels best to you. Shoulders, elbows, and wrists are in line. And inhaling, moving the chest forward, tailbone comes up, belly dips toward the mat. Exhale, arching the back. Inhale, chest forward, tailbone up, cow. Exhale, arching the back, upper back reaching toward the sky for cat. And just move through a few of those in your own time with your own breath. Inhaling into your cow pose. Exhaling into your cat pose. Just moving through that fluid back and forth movement. Head and neck relaxed. And again, if it's comfortable for you, you can allow the eyes to close here. Great. On your next inhale, make your way back to a neutral spine. And we'll inhale, lifting the right knee and extending that right leg out long behind us. And maybe lifting the left hand and extending it out in front of us, pulling the shoulder back. So the shoulder blade is still moving towards the center of the back. Good. Exhale, elbow and knee come to meet each other. Inhale out long. Exhale, elbow and knee come to meet. Inhale out long, one more of those. Exhale, elbow and knee come to meet. Inhale out long, and if you'd like to move into a little more challenging version of this pose here, you can bend that right knee and reach that left arm behind you, reaching for that right foot. Pressing foot into hand, shining forward through the chest, inhaling and exhaling here. One more inhale here, and then exhale, send the foot out long, and then release back down to the mat. That was great, you guys. And we'll do that up the side. So inhale, lifting the left leg, sending it out long behind you. Maybe lifting that left arm, or right arm, sending it in front of you. Don't lift the left arm because it'll probably fall over. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale out long, reaching through the fingers and the toes, and either staying here or bending that left knee, reaching the right arm around behind you to catch the inside of that foot, pressing the foot into the hand, allowing the back to arch slightly, the chest to shine forward. And if it's not happening for you today, it is totally fine. Inhale, lifting that leg up just a little bit higher if you are in that version. And then exhale, send that leg out long, and then release the knee back to the mat. Beautiful. Let's take a moment here to just shake out the hips. Then big toes come together, knees come wide, maybe as wide as your mat. Sink the hips back towards the heels. Send the arms out long, bring the forehead to the mat for child's pose. Arms can also extend behind you. If the arms extended in front of you is too much on your shoulders. If your head doesn't meet the mat, you can place a block there. You can stack your fists under your forehead and rest your head on your fist. Take a few breaths here, feeling the back expand, feeling the side body expand. Feeling the breath move all the way into the lowest part of the belly and the lowest part of the back. And then exhale to empty. On your next inhale, start to walk the hands out, sliding forward onto your belly. Bringing the hands under the shoulders. And inhale as you pull the shoulders and elbows towards each other and peel your chest off the mat for Cobra Pose. Remembering we don't need to put a lot of pressure in the hands here. We can almost lift the hands off the mat as we contract the muscles of our back. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, release. And on the next inhale, if you'd like, you could put just a little pressure into the hands and come up a little bit higher into your cobra. Legs are still pressing into the ground, pubic bone pressing into the ground. Beautiful. Exhale, release. Taking this nice inhale here as you bring the hands forward just a little bit, curling the toes, pressing into the hands and the toes, lifting the hips up and back towards your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here, bend the right knee, push the left heel towards the mat, then bend the left knee and push the right heel towards the mat. Take just a few of those, walking your dog. Pressing deeply into the thumb and the pointer finger, index finger. And then when you're done walking the dog, find that stillness, look back towards your feet. If you can see your heels, try to hide them behind your toes. As you press your heels toward the mat and your hips toward the sky, it does not matter if your legs are straight or if your heels ever reach the mat. One more inhale here. And then exhale, step forward towards your hands, as many steps as it takes for you to get there, into your forward fold. Hands can be on blocks. You can have your fingertips on the mat, or you can hold the backs of the legs here for a little deeper version. Or maybe your hands find opposite elbows. Nod the head yes and no to release the neck. And then just find some stillness in your forward fold. Stay with your breath. On your next inhale, start to roll up one vertebra at a time, maybe using the legs to help you, your hands on your legs to help you walk up to stand. Inhale the arms up overhead, and then exhale palms together, hands to heart center. Great. Press the thumbs into the chest. Take a moment to reconnect with your breath, connect with your heart, being aware of the beat of your heart, the pace of your breath. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms out, bring the hands back down to the sides. Turn the hands forward, find your mountain pose, maybe lifting the toes, spreading them, and planting them back into the mat. Feeling that lift through the arches of your feet. The contraction of the muscles of your legs around the bones. You're strong here and supported. Standing tall in your mountain pose. Inhale the arms up overhead, keeping that beautiful strong base. Moving the shoulders away from the ears, maybe reaching up through the pinky side of the hand. And then exhale, turn the palms out, hands back down to the sides. Good. Inhale the right arm up high. Left arm comes down the leg as you exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Left arm comes up, right arm comes down the thigh as you exhale, lifting and extending over to the right, still rooting down through both feet. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. Good. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, palms out, hands back down to the sides. Great. Step to the front of your mat if you're not already there. If you are using blocks, you could place them at each side of the mat, like bookends, beside your feet. Great. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, planting your hands on the mat or on your blocks. Step the right leg back. Bring the right knee to the mat. Relax the right toes. Inhale the chest forward. Maybe bringing the hands to the thigh. On your next inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead if you'd like. And then as you exhale, come to cactus arms. So arms come out to the sides and extend the chest forward. Beautiful. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, straightening that right, moving that front leg towards straight as you hinge back slightly at the hips. You may need to adjust the position of your blocks to keep the chest open and moving forward into your half split. Good, that's great. Inhale back into your low lunge. Bring the hands up if you'd like. Exhale, cactus arms. Chest comes forward. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, half split. Beautiful. Inhale, coming forward into your low lunge. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, half split. Inhale, coming forward. Maybe the arms come up here. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale, the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. And we're moving into a twist here. So opening through that left shoulder, opening the chest, still going for length through the crown of the head and the spine. Inhale back to center. And exhale with arms wide, turn to the right. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale up. And exhale, we'll plant the hands here. Fire up that back leg, lift the back knee. Exhale, stepping into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up, either rolling or reversing that swan dive. Arms come overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Great. So we'll inhale, arms up overhead. We'll do the other side. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands to the mat or to your blocks. Inhale, stepping the left leg back, releasing the left knee to the mat, relaxing the left toes, using your blocks here if you'd like to help open the chest as you move into your low lunge. Rolling this back thigh forward so that it's almost like you have a magnet on your inner thighs, kind of pulling them together toward the midline. Bring the hands to the heart here, or inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, cactus arms, opening the chest. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhaling into your half split. Using the blocks if you'd like, or maybe staying on the fingertips, or remembering that we can use this variation where we send the arms in back of us, or maybe even the hands at heart center. Inhaling forward into your low lunge. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, half split. Great. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, up. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale forward, half split. Inhale into your low lunge. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. And exhale as you bring that left elbow to the outside of the right knee and move into your twist. Inhaling to lengthen. And exhaling to peel that right shoulder and right chest open, deepening your twist if that's available to you. Inhale back to center. And exhale with arms wide, heart open, turning to the left. Taking a nice big deep breath here. And then inhaling back to center. Exhale, hands come to the mat. We'll fire up that back leg, lift that left knee on the inhale. Exhale, stepping into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, coming all the way up, either rolling or reversing that swan dive. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Great. We'll move into a few sun salutations here. So we'll put that together into a flow. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into your plank pose. Exhale, lower the knees, lower down to the mat. Inhale, peeling the chest up for cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. I'm going to change things up here. So as you inhale, you're going to lift the right leg up behind you. And as you exhale, bend the right knee and step that right foot to the front of the mat. Stay in your runner's lunge here for an inhale. Maybe start crawling the hands up to the thigh. Inhaling the arms up overhead into your crescent pose. Take a breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, turn to the right. Arms wide, heart open. So you're moving into a twist. Yep, so you're other way. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left for that counter twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale, stepping forward, moving into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back into your plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg behind you. Exhale as you bend the left knee and step to the front of the mat, adjusting your foot if you need to. Inhale, coming up into crescent pose. All 10 toes facing the front of the mat. Back heel is lifted. Great. Exhale into your twist, so you're going to turn to the left. Arms are wide, heart is open. Great. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, step that back foot forward, moving into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling up, reversing that swan dive, coming all the way up, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Great. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stepping back into your plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg. Step it forward to the front of the mat on the exhale. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, turn to the right, arms wide, heart open. Great. Inhale back to center. Really pressing down through those feet. Exhale to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat and step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Step it forward on the exhale. Inhale into your crescent pose, taking your time to get there if you need to. Exhale to the left, arms wide, heart open. Inhale to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Inhale, step back into your plank. Exhale, lower the knees, lower down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, pedal out the feet here. Just take a moment in your downward facing dog to kind of reset here. And then on the exhale, just stepping into your forward fold, as many steps as it takes to get there. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Great. We'll move into our balancing. So bringing the feet a little closer together, toes still spread wide on each foot. Move all of your weight and attention into the right foot as you start to lift your left heel off the mat, swing that right leg, or that left leg open, so the left knee is open. Hip is externally rotated. And toes are on the mat, or you can lift the foot up a little higher. Hands can be on the waist, at the heart, or spread your branches. So whatever's feeling good to you today, go for it. Beautiful. And maybe here you take an inhale, spread your branches. Exhale, turn the palms out, bring the hands to the sides. See if you can inhale as you lift the hands. Great. Exhale, turn the palms out, bring the hands to the sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, release the hands, release the leg. Awesome. Let's do that on the other side. And remember that if you're struggling with balance, it sometimes helps to pick that still point about 2 or 3 feet in front of you to focus on. So let's transfer all of our weight and attention into the left foot as we lift that right heel and swing that right knee open, either staying on the toes here or bringing the heel up the leg, avoiding the knee joint, finding the place that feels good to you today. I'm a little wobbly. Hands on the hips, at the heart, or overhead. Really opening that knee. And if you're feeling good here, inhaling the arms up and exhaling as you turn the palms out and bring the arms down to the sides. And just take a few of those with your own breath. You guys look great. Trees in the breeze. And on your next inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, releasing the hands, releasing the foot. Good. Let's move into chair pose here. So we're shifting our weight back towards our heels, so much so that the toes can actually come up a little bit off the mat. Feet can either stay apart, or some people like their feet pretty close together in chair. So just play around with that and find what feels good to you. As you shift the weight back to your heels, start to shift your hips back like you're sitting in a chair, chest still shining forward, reaching up through the crown of the head as you lift your arms, biceps by the ears. Awesome. Taking an inhale here, and then exhale, release over the legs. Inhale back up into chair. Exhale, releasing over the legs. And you guys that were here on Saturday, remember that we added that lion's breath into that. So for those of you that have never done that before, that's that deep exhale, but at the same time you stick your tongue out like this. You don't have to do it, but it's kind of fun. So inhaling here, and then, and we'll take one more of those. And then coming back all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands out, down to the sides. Good. Move into chair pose once more. And this time, on your next inhale, start to lift your right knee off the mat, kind of towards your chest. Trying to stay into the bend of that left leg. Open that knee and see if you can place that right ankle on top of the left knee for standing pigeon. Awesome. Inhale here. Exhale, coming up, releasing the leg. Whew. Inhaling in the chair. Take a full breath here, and on the next inhale, we'll start to lift that left leg. Open that knee and rest that left ankle on top of the right knee. Awesome. Keeping that bend in the right leg. Opening that left knee. Inhale, stand, and release. Awesome. Good job, guys. So, let's inhale here. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step the right leg back. Let's come up into crescent one more time here. And on this exhale, turn those right toes towards the long edge of the mat. Spread the arms wide. Look out over that left middle finger for warrior two. Another strong and steady pose. Rooting down through the outside edge of that back foot. Front knee is deeply bent and moving toward the second and third toes, so toward the pinky toe side of the foot. Inhale, flip the palm, and lift and extend over your head for reverse warrior. Exhale back into warrior two. Inhale, bend that front elbow and place the forearm on the front knee. Lift that back arm toward the sky, opening the chest. And then you can either just flip the palm down and extend over your head, or you can reach the arm down and around, and then out over the head. Beautiful. For side angle. If you'd like to deepen this, you can reach those front fingers toward the mat, or use a block here. Inhale here, exhale back into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the legs. Lift your left toes and point them toward the long edge of the mat. Lift your right toes and point them towards the back of the mat, which is now the front of the mat, as we bend our right knee and move into warrior two on the right. Shifting our perspective a little bit. Inhale, flip the right palm up and reach and extend over your head for reverse warrior. On your next exhale, warrior two. Inhale, bend that right elbow, place the forearm on the right knee, reach the left arm toward the sky, opening the left chest, and then extending that arm out over the head or sweeping that arm down and in front of the face, and then out over the head, creating that long line from the outside edge of the left foot through the left fingers, maybe reaching toward the mat with your right hand. Inhale here, exhale warrior two. Inhale, turn the left toes so that all 10 toes are now facing in the same direction. So you guys are going to be facing away from me. Yep, so we're moving into crescent with that right leg in front. Inhale the arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Step the right foot back to meet your left foot in plank. Lower the knees, lower the belly to the mat. Inhale into Cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. One goodbye inhale here. Exhale, lower the knees to the mat. And then come back into your seated position. So now you can spin around and face me. Makes things a little interesting. Okay, so let's bring the soles of the feet together. Maybe giving our feet a little massage, giving our ankles a little attention here after those standing poses. If this is a lot for you, you can take a block and put it under each thigh or each knee on whatever position works for you. You could also bring the feet out a little further away, coming more into a seated diamond instead of a butterfly. Inhaling the chest forward, and then exhale as you fold over the feet. You can also take a block and set it kind of on the feet here so you can rest your head on it, which also deepens and makes this a little bit more restorative. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, maybe folding a little deeper. So those halfway lifts remind us to seek out that length through our spine and through the crown of our head and maintain the integrity in the pose. As you inhale and exhale, feel the movement of your body with that breath. The power of the breath is that it can move you if you allow it to. So anytime you find yourself straying too far off course, you can use that breath as an anchor to move you back into the present moment. On your next inhale, rising back up to his feet. Exhale, bring the legs out long. Inhaling the arms up overhead. And maybe bending the knees a little bit if you'd like to as you exhale and fold forward over those legs. Noticing any difference from when we did this pose at the beginning of class. It may feel a little different, it may not. And whatever you feel is perfect. Inhale, halfway lift. Reaching through the chest and the crown of the head. And exhale, maybe coming a little bit deeper into this pose. As you inhale, just roll up to seated as you would if you were rolling up from a standing forward fold. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down. Plant the hands next to the feet and engage all those muscles. Good. And exhale, release. Great. Let's bring the knees to bent in front of us like this. Hands come to the backs of the thighs or the backs of the knees. Inhale the chest forward. Hands can stay here or come by your hips as you start to lift one leg at a time for boat. If you're feeling good here, you can lift both legs. Again, keeping the hands on the mat or behind the legs, moving the chest forward, maybe bringing the legs to straight or not, maybe releasing the hands or not. Good. Inhale here. Stay here for an exhale. One more inhale here, and then exhale, release. Great. Let's move into another pose that we did at the beginning, that half dragonfly, where we bring our right sole of our foot to our left inner thigh. And again, either keeping that left leg straight or moving it out at a little bit of an angle. Inhaling the arms up overhead and then folding forward. Inhale, maybe giving yourself a little halfway lift here. And then exhale, deepening into the pose, if that feels good to you. Just allowing yourself to surrender to gravity and find the edge of this pose for you. Inhale to rise. Exhale, bringing that right foot to the ground. Again, on the inside of the thigh or the outside. If you did it on the inside at the beginning of class, maybe try it on the outside this time and see how it feels. Inhaling the arms up overhead as we twist to the right. On the exhale, either wrapping the left arm around the right leg or finding the outside of that knee with the elbow. Inhaling to lengthen, exhaling to peel that right shoulder and chest open. Feet are active. Spine is long. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, arms wide, heart open to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, send that leg out long and release. Good. Let's inhale the left foot into the right inner thigh. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Just enjoying that sensation. Or not, knowing that it will pass. Inhale to rise. Bringing that left knee toward the sky. Left foot to the ground. Feet are active. And we'll twist to the left. Right? Yeah. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist a little bit deeper. Feet are active. Spine is long. Inhale the arms up overhead. And as you exhale to the right, arms wide, heart open. Enjoy that beautiful sunset that's happening over there. Inhale the arms up to the center and exhale, release the legs. Great. Let's make our way onto our backs. So rolling down one vertebra at a time, maybe keeping your blocks close to you if you have them. Do you want to throw one at your husband so he can use it for supported bridge? I'm giving you permission to throw sometime. Bringing the heels towards the hips to wherever feels comfortable for you. As you inhale, press into the heels as you lift your hips and lift your arms over your head. And as you exhale, lower down one vertebra at a time, lowering the arms, maybe hips and hands find the mat at the same time. Great. Let's go through that a couple more times. So inhale, pressing into the feet, lifting the hips, lifting the arms over the head. Beautiful. Exhale, lowering the arms, starting to lower the back one vertebra at a time, hips and hands finding the mat. Inhale to lift, feeling that wave of the breath. Exhale to lower. Inhale, riding that wave of the breath as you lift the hips and arms float overhead. Exhale to lower. Bring your block close to your hips. And on the next inhale, lift the hips and slide your block underneath your sacrum, the lowest part of your low back. And as you exhale, release onto the block. Palms can turn up here if you'd like. You can bring your hands to your belly, whatever feels good to you. And remember, there are also 3 options here. Your block can be on any of the 3 positions. It can be flat, medium, or high, whatever's feeling great to you tonight. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, feeling the rise and fall of the belly. Bridge is a mild inversion. It gets the hips slightly higher than the heart. On your next inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips, remove that block, and then lower down one vertebra at a time. Bring the knees into the chest on the inhale, giving yourself a little rock here. Bring the arms wide. Allow the knees to drop over to the right on the exhale. Maybe you bring your right hand to the top of the left knee. If this is too much on your left arm being out straight, you can always bring the hand to the waist. Gaze can be up or over either shoulder. And again, feel how different twisting feels at the beginning of class and at the end of class. Inhale the knees back to center. Give yourself a little rock here. Send the arms out wide. And then on the exhale, allow the knees to drop over to the left. Again, maybe your right hand, your left hand finds the top of your right knee. Finding the position of your gaze that feels good to you. On your next inhale, bringing the knees back to center, giving yourself a little rock, allowing the exhale here. And then on your next inhale, curling your head towards your knees, sipping in as much breath as you can, curling the fingers, curling the toes, holding the breath for just a second, and then exhale, releasing the breath, releasing the arms and the legs, the shoulders and the head, finding that mat. We're going to be moving into our final relaxation, so if you have a layer that you'd like to put on, now's the time. For comfort, whatever final movement you might need in order to feel comfortable for our relaxation, go ahead and do that, whether it's rocking side to side, nodding the head, moving the legs, maybe windshield wipering the legs, stretching the whole body, whatever feels good to you right now. As you find your way into Shavasana, legs wide, feet moving away from each other, the arms either out with the palms up or maybe one hand on the chest and one hand on the belly. Reconnect to your breath. This is one of the most important poses of our practice as we integrate everything that we've done today, allowing it to find its place in the body. Reconnect with yourself here. Maybe you feel different than you did at the beginning of class as you allow your eyes to close and connect to the breath if that's comfortable for you. Remembering that you are the sky and everything else is the weather. How's the weather now where you are in this Shavasana? As you allow yourself to be supported by the mat, by the ground, by the earth, almost as if you were just dissolving into the earth. Bring your attention to the top of your head. Picture there a light. Could be the light of a star or of the sun. Whatever appeals to you now. Maybe it has some color to it. Maybe it's green or yellow. And allow that light to touch the top of your head and to start to fill down the body, bringing with it a sense of peace and relaxation as it touches the crown of your head, your forehead, your eyelids, the muscles of your face, your ears. This light touches your lips and your cheeks as it relaxes your jaw. You allow your teeth to move away from each other. You allow your tongue to relax away from the roof of the mouth. This light relaxes as it moves down your neck, your shoulders, your upper arms, your forearms. Maybe as this light reaches the palms of your hands, you release any tension that you might still be holding there. You allow this light to cover the palms of the hands and spill out the fingertips. This light moves to your chest, around your heart, your upper back. The back of the heart is where we receive love, so we need the light here too. Slight moves to the middle of the back, the low back, the belly, the pelvis and the hips, the upper legs and thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, slight moves to the feet, releasing any tension that you may still be holding in the soles of your feet. The light spills out the toes. Now imagine that you can see yourself just covered in this beautiful light. And on your next breath, feel that light as it moves through the inside of your body, reaching your heart, your lungs, your brain, your gut, all those inside parts that function so well in the dark. We can give them some light too. Just feel that sense of relaxation and peace and light, both illumination and the sensation of feeling maybe weightless on your mat here, supported. And I'll give you a few moments to rest here in quiet in this sensation. Start to bring your attention back to the space around you. Maybe bringing movement back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe allowing that movement to move up the legs to the hips, up the arms to the shoulders, moving the head side to side as you gently wake up the body. Shavasana is such an important part of our practice, as well as connecting with the breath. I'll just share from you quickly a quote from the Bhagavad Gita. Closing his eyes, his vision focused between the eyebrows, making the in-breath and the out-breath equal as they pass through his nostrils, he controls his senses and his mind, intent upon liberation. When desire, fear, and anger have left him, that man is forever free. So we're just finding what's already inside of us, that capacity for freedom, by taking this time for rest and peace at the end of our practice. On your next inhale, maybe moving onto your side, giving yourself a moment in that fetal position as you prepare to rise. And when you're ready, pushing yourself up to a seat, gently and in your own time. And we'll end where we began, together in this seated position. I thank you all for joining me tonight. It means a lot that you're all here, and I hope we have a few more weeks of this together. And I just wanted to express that to you. I appreciate it. So hope you find something from this practice that you can bring through your next movement off the mat and into your life. Always make time for yourself, for that peace, and remember that you are the sky and everything else is the weather. Inhaling the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Let's take a breath here. And then on the next breath, moving the hands so the thumb is pressing into the forehead, maybe giving yourself a little massage here. Inhaling, and then exhale, release the hands to seal your practice. Thank you again. See you soon.